Today we are going to be looking at the crossover and the execution of multiple crossovers. The crossover movement pattern is everywhere in change of direction on field sports. You've got the open step and then you've got the crossover step. Okay, in the previous video we've looked at open step and shuffling with cutting. This video we're going to look at our crossover patterns. The crossover pattern is a lot more taxing on the hip and the groins because there's a lot more rotation within it, and then in team sports you get lots of groin injuries because of this. It's really taxing and the bodies aren't prepared for it. So this is the way that we're going to start to develop these from an extensive quality. So when we develop and start looking at the crossovers, some really simple points you just have to follow. I want to go this way, so I'm just going to lean, and it all comes down to this shin. So if I'm leaning, I just want to let this shin go as close to the ground as possible before this leg comes over. So here, boom, 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 and I'm there. Okay, that's all we're doing. It's like a domino falling over. All right. Now, we work these in singles, but today, for the purpose of this video, we're going to go crossover out, crossover back. So from here, I cross over and I cross over. All right, and it feels really nice. You've got to keep your hips nice and low. And even if you have a program of mine, then you'll be working on certain reps of these. But if you're just doing these at home, let's just hit 3 to 4 is sets, 30 seconds rest. So from here, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And as you notice, the faster I get, the more momentum I generate, the more time I spend on the ground. So that's the level 1. That's just a short distance. And as you can imagine, as we're getting out to the blue or even the white, we're going to have to push a lot harder and a lot faster. Okay, so let's take this blue one, and all that has to change is the way you push your body into this space. You don't try and move your legs faster, you're trying to push your hips further into that space at the beginning. So from here, I'm going to try and get my outside foot to land in this space. I just want to breach the blue cone. Okay, I was landing here off 1, smooth. I want to try get out to here with just 1 space. All right, so I'm down, I'm low, I'm ready to go. I'm going to roll, I'm going to push, and I'm going to drive myself across. There we go. I've got my breach, I've got my distance, but I've got loads of momentum pushing me this way. So it's going to be really challenging to work myself to get back over. So I'm just going to give it a go now. All right. And then as we've used in the first one, we can do multiple of these when we're fresh. These are much more intense because we're covering much more ground. But I'm going to pace this out. That's good 2 meters with 1 step. Imagine the difference that's going to make for you on the field while we're here. So here I'm going to work hard. I'm going to get there and try and get back. Really challenging, but I've got it in the locker. Thank God for this video. All right, so now from here I'm trying to hit the white. Okay, so now we're looking at 3 meters. I'm probably going to have to get maybe 1.5 in here out before I get 1.5 back, but also I can take it down a level, so I can go 3 meters with a double and make it nice and smooth. So here, see my point? Nice and relaxed, so we can cover more distance, so we can push this out. But I really want to attack this, all right, because I want to be fast, I want to feel it. So I'm going to attack this, try and get out and get back. There we have it. And you can see the force that comes through the ground here, and it's ripping up because of all the force that's going through my body and how fast I'm having to rip myself out and move into that space. It's real specialized speed. Make sure you attack it, but control and be poised. So for now, hit that subscribe. If you like what you see, you really help me by doing that, and comment. And if it helps you, please let me know, or you want another video, I'll come back and I'll do it for you. So for now, I'm Sam. Here's to you getting faster.